I don't know what I'm doing now. Anyway, I am, again, the Friendly Neighbourhood Mewmin back with another video on how to create things just for your 2K wrestlers. In this in this video, I am going to be showing you how you can create simple logos using free tutorials. This is like a rehash or a revisited version of a video that first set off my channel. It's got over 3,000 views. It's the first video I did, basic text logos. Well, since then, I've improved my setup, I've improved my background, I've just improved as a content creator, and I've learned some new tips and tricks along the way that I feel it is good to revisit, and how I go about creating text logos for your wrestler. Plus a little more advanced tips and tricks you can use to create even better logos, and this could be for trunks, t-shirts, possibly even tattoos as well, but tattoos are not really my strong point. If tattoos are your strong point, why not pop into the comments below, hit me up on Twitter, and join the community to help hundreds of others trying to improve their core aspects. I have a Discord, which if you do approach me on Twitter or on Twitch, I will give out. We also have regular sessions on Twitch where we do tutorials live, and we actually broadcast live core reviews. So that's called the Core Review and Workshop. It does come around twice a month, sometimes more if I can fit it in. And we showcase and review the cores on stream. So your wrestler is showcased on my Twitch channel. So why don't you pop along to one and ask me some questions there as well if you feel there's anything I've missed in this video. As ever, I'm the Friendly Neighbourhood Mewmin. Likes and subscribes are very much appreciated, along with watching the majority of the video. And again, I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so we are back in the capture section for the PC. I'm just going to go straight into it. So, step one of creating a text-based logo. What I would suggest you do is use this website called DaFont. I'll leave a link in the description. DaFont.com has got quite a lot of different fonts you can look at. All free, available to download and install onto your PC. The other thing that I would suggest you need is something called GIMP. It is free, which is open there. We're going to be going into that in a second. 2 free tools you can use to get going. I mean, I am assuming you have got a PC or something, but most people do these days. If you haven't got a PC or a tablet, why not join the community? I'm sure some people will be able to help you either way. There is tips and tricks that you can do on your smartphone using background removers, and GIMP does have a light version, but it's not something I'm too familiar with. First thing I would suggest you do though is you've got a plain idea. Before looking at the font, you've got a plain idea of the core that you're wanting to create. Or it could be an arena. You want a font that suits the arena that you're looking for, or suits the wrestler that you're looking for. So for example, if it's a horror themed wrestler, you're probably wanting to go and use something around, there's a horror section. I'm using my name as an example so it shows you what it's going to look like. I mean, it is Halloween recently, so when this video goes out, and you can see what the text is going to look like using that particular font. But maybe it's an arena, or he's a collegiate athlete, and you can use, you've got various ones here that I think use pretty good. And he's going to give you an idea of what you're going to be looking at once you've got them. And like I said, it doesn't have to be particularly be for a wrestler. It could just be for an arena, maybe even a belt or something like that. But get yourself, I would say, get yourself looking at all these different fonts. Have a look, type in what you're doing. I've got an arena called Halloween Hallow. If I use this Halloween texture here, I know that's what it's going to look like before I make the adjustments using the software. So without further ado, we'll get into the software. You want to do File, New, and I always do one in Full HD. If you haven't got a background, you need to right click and add Alpha Channel and then delete the colour that you see there. Familiarise yourself with the tools. This is the colour select tool. It can also be fuzzy select. Got a rotate tool, and these makes things bigger. Tip I would suggest though, when you are using things like this, is you make your text bigger, not type out and then largen it. It can make it pixelated. I'll show you what I mean in a second. I'm actually going to use, I need to do a new logo for a wrestler that I'm recreating. I think it's called Dark Dahlia or something like that. I cannot find it. I can't find it. Where's it gone? Where is it gone? Right, okay, I'm just going to pick one just to show you the video. That'll do. Okay, so I've got it set to 200 there. And what I'm going to do actually, before I do start typing and start, I'm going to do a guide by percentage horizontal, so I've got one across the middle, and then I'm going to go image, guide, new percent, vertical, and then we've got a center. And I'm going to go into my thing and I'm going to type in, Halloween. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Right, I actually think that's a very good size. Now I said this, having this thing, so if you look, it pings. You've got a cross section in the middle, and it will ping to wherever that is. Yeah, I just made a mistake there. I moved that down by accident. If you do Control and Z, it'll repeat what you've last done. So you've got your texture there. You may want a different colour that, so you can actually do it quickly by going to colour, colorize, and you've got all your different colour options there. So orange is a good Halloween colour. Let's make it a bit more saturated. Now that seems fine on its own. However, there's not really much depth to it. What I'm going to do there's a couple of ways you can add depth to the actual logo itself. So if I wanted to, I could use my colour select tool, and that'll highlight the wording. I'm then going to make sure that black's selected. I'm going to go to edit, stroke selection, only a couple of pixels should be okay, and stroke. Then back to select and then none. And straight away, you've got a bit more depth to the logo. So it's looking a little bit better at the moment. However, there's also another way. So one of the ways I like to do things at the moment, I'm going to make sure nothing is selected. I'm going to duplicate the layer, hide the top one, and so we've got the top one. So there is actually two layers there, but we can't see the other wording of Halloween. I'm going to go back to colorize, and I'm going to bring the brightness right down so we've got black underneath. Then I'm going to bring the orange one back by using the eyes there. And I'm going to just move it slightly or up, and that's perfect. That's another way you could do it. Now what I would then do is I would probably just lock it like that. I think that's quite perfect for what I'm looking for. If you want to play around with gradients, you can do. Again, use the colour select tool, selecting the orange. This fill bucket here is also the gradient bucket. I'm going to do orange. Yeah, orange will do. And then I'm going to do like a darker orange. So kind of really autumny colours. Linear is fine, but you can do radial, bilinear, square. You've got to play about with them. And I'm going to make sure, I think, yeah, that one will do. And then wherever you select around, so I'm going to go from the top down to the bottom. And it just gives it a bit of shade coming onto the thing. Make sure you select that tool first before selecting none. And now I've got a bit of shadow on that Halloween. If you want to get even a bit more creative, if I go to the colour select tool again, selecting that colour, now this is only going to be for the purposes of so I'm going to go images, copy the image. Now very important, you want to use edit and then paste into selection. And now I can paste like Halloween decoration into that wording. Just another thing you can do, comes in handy. However, what I think I might want to do is I'm going to select none on my background and I'm going to paste that behind. And then I've got a nice Halloween inspired text logo that can be used on a Halloween. The background could be used on a Titantron. You got Halloween. You can, yeah. It's just little tips like that. Think about it, you could have a sports arena at the back with the words for the arena. You could, for example, if we just got rid of this, you could make textures for an arena. So if I go, because my arena is ignition, so something like that, I could just put a wording in. There's quite a lot of things you can do, and I'm getting a bit off the subject. This might maybe cause for another video. However, you've got various things you can do using all those techniques in place. I think that concludes this video today. As I said, if there's anything I've missed or you want to ask me anything, freely available on Twitter at Mewmin with the #1. You can visit my Twitch channel and play a part in the tutorials that I do. That's Mewmin/Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mewmin. All the links will be in the description below. I do hope to see you around on another video soon. As ever, I'm the Friendly Neighbourhood Mewmin, and I'll see you around. Ta-ta. No! 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 Oh! Ow! 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 The clock had gone!